So, OU lost 34-26 to Ole Miss. Had a very, very good stretch in the fourth quarter. Second half, third quarter, took 26-25 lead. But could not do anything with that. At one point, they had a 65% chance to win. And at another point previously, Ole Miss had a 90% chance to win. So, does not look great for Oklahoma's playoff odds. We have to go to Tennessee next week and to Alabama the week after that. So, obviously not what you want. But that's what we signed up for in the SEC. It's what we wanted, so doesn't really matter. Anyways, John Mateer played absolutely terrible. I mean, he had, excluding 3 passes, maybe 120 yards. And he had 13 carries for 17 yards. Obviously not a great game, but the main question was, I don't know why we didn't give the ball to Xavier Robinson more. 9 carries for 109. Scored 2 touchdowns. 2 out of our 3 only touchdowns. And then after that, 1 carry for 7 yards. And he just did not do anything outside of that. So, not elite. Trinidad Channel was 24 of 44, 315. 1 touchdown, no picks. He wasn't, amazing. He did what he had to do, and he executed, which is what you want. So at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. He had some really good passes, but we just struggled to defend him. We kept trying to go through the C gap, and we would do the thing where our defensive tackles run into each other, everyone's in man coverage, 15-yard gain on third down. Now, I will say, there was a couple of interesting referee calls in that game. It wouldn't have mattered very much, but there was definitely a couple that I thought were a little silly. But the one issue, we've kind of had this issue off and on all year. Special teams struggled against Michigan heavily, struggled against Texas, and now against Ole Miss, with Isaiah Satania deciding to field the punt. Good idea, okay. But then he hurdles pretty much no one, and then some guy, by pure chance, his helmet hit the ball out, and they recovered it without even knowing. Not even the worst fumble I saw today. Shout out South Carolina for that one. But this was such an agonizing game. I mean, Ben Arbuckle's play calling was abysmal in the fourth quarter. It was terrible. I still think he's a good offensive coordinator. He just needs to get it together. But it's kind of hard to win when you allow a safety in the second quarter by running an outside zone on your own 2-yard line. That really makes things difficult, really spices things up. Admittedly, again, not the worst call I've seen today, but it's fine. Outside of that, Isaiah Satania, besides the fumble, had a real good day. I don't understand why we do not give the ball to Jaron Kanik. Through the first 3 weeks of the season, he was the country's leading receiver. But now he's just non-existent. 3 catches. We gotta find a way to get into his hands more. He's good. Who else? That's pretty much all the notes I have. We struggled really heavily on guarding stuff over the middle. mostly because we just kind of, they had something where you'd have a receiver go on like a mesh route and pretty much cut over the middle, and the linebackers are in zone coverage and the cornerbacks are in man coverage, so you're in a man zone with usually 5 blitzing. They got us on that like 6 times. That was very infuriating because I knew it was going to happen too. And another thing, we got to stop forcing the QB power. It's bad. Like, John Mateer is not the same quarterback that he was in the Auburn, Michigan, Temple, Illinois State game. He is a different quarterback. I don't know if it's because of his hand. I don't know if it's like a mental thing. I don't know if it's the play calling, the pressure. I don't know. But he is not the same quarterback, and it makes me sad. So, that will just about be the end, I think. Yeah, obviously just not a great game. We might just be eliminated from the playoffs. So, obviously not a conversation you want to have, but 126 teams are going to have that conversation. Only 12 get to make it, so we'll see. Anyways, bye, I guess. Good game, Ole Miss.